33 Immortals is developed and published by Thunder Lotus Games. The game launches into early access on March 18th, 2025 and is available on Xbox Series X and S and will be on Game Pass, PC Game Pass, and available through the Epic Game Store. And of course, a big thank you to Xbox for providing me with a code to cover the game. To start, I want to mention some things. For the review period, I played 2 sessions and had about 4 hours of playtime with the game. My entire time spent on 33 Immortals was on PC via PC Xbox app, and for my first play session, I primarily focused on using the bow, and with the second play session, I primarily used the Justice Sword. But more on that when I talk about the weapons in combat. So what is 33 Immortals? The quick rundown is that it is a 33-player co-op action roguelike where you fight enemies, get stronger, and fight bosses. The fresh aspect here is the cooperation. The game incentivizes working together. You are stronger together. Fighting in a group deals more damage. You're also able to farm more efficiently. There is also a team attack tied to each weapon. The bosses have this pseudo MMO-like feel. The game takes on a top-down perspective and has a beautifully hand-drawn aesthetic. All in all, 33 Immortals is challenging, rewarding, and most of all, fun. Let's dive in. On first boot, the game starts you in a run and you are guided by Beatrice. You're not meant to succeed. So after failing in the torture chamber, players are introduced to the Dark Woods. The Dark Woods is the hub area, and here you also have a few options. You can check the daily quest board. You can change your outfit in the wardrobe. Talking to Dante allows you to change and equip perks. Talking to Beatrice allows players to accomplish feats. Completing feats works towards leveling your characters, which allows for more perks to be equipped, and other things as well. Here's also where you party up and can join or host a group. The party system worked pretty flawlessly, and you're able to have 3 other players alongside yourself to make a total party of 4. There were also 4 weapons for us to choose from. The game starts you off with the bow, and you only need to use it in the introduction sequence. After the brief tutorial, you're able to equip and try out whichever one catches your eyes, and you can test them out on the training dummies. The 4 weapons in the game at this moment are the bow, the Justice Sword, the Sloth Staff, and the Greed Daggers. Once you've chosen which weapon you want to use and are all partied up, you enter the Eternal Gate and start the run. The bulk of my playtime took place in the Inferno. In the Inferno world, you're able to look at the map with the press of the left trigger. Here you can see where the players are, where the torture chambers are, and have a general lay of the land. In the Inferno run, the task is completing 12 torture chambers to unlock the Ascension battle. After completing the Ascension battles, players ascend and face the boss. It is a pretty simple loop, but it is effective. As I was learning the game, I realized that it is very crucial to farm the world and the enemies to collect dust and bones. The dust acts as XP of sorts, and the bones are one of the forms of currency. If you invest in traversing the Infernal world, you'll come across urns, chests, big chests, sigils, and altars, which all aid in helping prolong the run. It is important to not rush to complete the torture chambers and to fully explore the area to uncover its secrets. When you defeat an enemy, they drop dust. On the bottom right, there is a dust bubble. It fills up as you kill enemies, and once it is full, you are able to upgrade one of either attack, vitality, or empathy at the dust shrine. It is important to keep farming enemies to keep upgrading one of these 3. Outside of the torture chamber is a bone shrine where you can use your bones you've acquired during the run to either heal yourself and the teammates nearby, buy a teleport stone, or buy a chest key. There is also a 3rd shrine called the Soul Shrine, and this one allows you to respawn dead party members, buy protection for players, or mend your shattering malice. Now onto the torture chambers. The torture chambers themselves act as one-room dungeons which contain a couple waves of enemies. After completing the torture chamber, players are given one free chest that contains some currency and a relic. There is another chest that is locked and requires a key to open. In a torture chamber, you can have up to 2 chests, and you can gain 2 relics in a torture chamber. The relics are this game's version of boons, and they offer a litany of buffs. If you do not like the given relic, you're able to re-roll to get a different one, but it costs 5 bones. Your character can hold up to 8 relics in a run. All weapons have a bar underneath the health bar. Each weapon has a unique use case for that bar. For the bow, that bar signifies how many arrows you have shot. The cool thing about the bow is you can recall all arrows, and doing so also deals damage to the enemies. For the sword, you charge that bar up by attacking enemies with light attack, and you consume the bar with either a parry or a charged attack. And the parry for the sword can replace the dash, so you can use it in lieu of the dash. Each weapons also have a different team attack. This team attack icon is on the bottom left and it charges up gradually. Once full, team attacks are initiated with the right trigger. Each weapon has a different team attack pattern and you'll need up to 3 players to initiate the team attack. The sword team attack gives players a shield that negates some damage, and the bow's team attack does an arrow volley area of effect attack. I did not experiment much with the other 2 weapons, so I can't speak on what their team attacks do, but players are able to join in any of the weapons' team attacks. And this is just another added layer of cooperation, which is awesome. Now that you've completed the torture chamber, have grinded your empathy, vitality, and attack, and gained up to 8 relics, and have fought the Ascension battle, you will be ready to face the first boss. Lucifer is tough. He has 10 health bars to deplete. This is where the MMO mechanics come through. Lucifer has shackles on his wrist. If players do not work together to break these shackles, then he does an unguardable, undodgeable attack that players will just have to brute force through. Ultimately, this was our party's demise, but it was also a learning lesson. If you defeat Lucifer, it means you have successfully completed the Inferno run. And there was also one other area that was able to access in these play sessions. This area is called Purgatorio, and you get a key for it once you've initiated the battle with Lucifer. I only spent a small amount of time in the second area, but it was even more challenging than the first. Some quick tips I have is to use the emote wheel, especially if you're not in voice chat. This emote wheel has options to effectively communicate without needing to speak to each other. And the compendium has the information that is uncovered in the runs. So if you're confused about something, go and check out the compendium and it may have the answers that you are searching for. I really only have one main knock on the game at this moment. I wish we were able to have more members in our party. Having 4 players in the party is nice, but hopefully in the future they can increase the party sizes. That's really the only knock I have. I didn't have any issues playing on PC. I didn't have any performance issues. The game was running at a locked 120 at 4K. There wasn't really too many options to change the graphics in the game, but that can change, of course. And in conclusion, 33 Immortals has a great gameplay loop. The attacks have good weight to them. The characters feel very responsive. The art style is gorgeous with a hand-drawn, handcrafted aesthetic. The co-op here is not only just a feature, but it is crucial for success. Teamwork is the name of the game here. Always stick with your party, or just tag along with players you run into in the runs. That will take you far. All in all, I really enjoyed my time with the game. 33 Immortals is a blast to play, and I hope to see you guys on the battlefield. If you want to hear more from me, I am a co-host of a podcast titled Dual Wield, which airs on Don Otaku's channel. I also stream on Twitch, and you can catch me literally playing anything and everything. Check me out there, twitch.tv/2bagels. And of course, check into Lords of Gaming for all your reviews, previews, news, tips, and overall game coverage needs. And till next time, peace out.